This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of October 7th, 2019. Life is one big lightning storm this week, leading to a profound, monumental moment of personal and collective evolution, metamorphosis, and change that has been inevitable and a long time coming. Yes, it's that important. We have multiple contacts this week with Uranus, the awakener, the thrower of lightning bolts. He's shaking up our communication, bringing unusual news, giving us a long-distance viewpoint on some shocking stuff that may take us a while to actually process and assimilate. He's forcing us to take action on agreements, on relationships, to make adjustments, to tweak, again, personally and collectively, possibly legislatively, possibly involving the courts. Watch that kind of news this week. Watch also for a clearing in the fog, for a different way of looking at a lot that developed between January and September, for insight into perhaps how you have deceived yourself or deluded yourself, and definitely something having to do with tweaking your view of yourself and fantasy, illusion. You may end up having to treat yourself with compassion and forgiveness for having bought into something that has not proven to be real. While this is going on, our relationship mode gets really deep and intense with Venus, the ruler of relationships, and what we value, leaving her light and airy and friendly home of Libra and diving into Scorpio, where the social niceties go out the window. We want what we want, what we want. We are exploring intense connections, deep passions, cellular attractions. We know things without our minds being involved, with Venus and Mercury both being in Scorpio. So your spidey vision, your periscope vision, your X-ray vision, your hunches may be profoundly accurate at this point. Do listen to them and do notice what your physical body is telling you when something happens. Your mind may not be, or rather logic may not be, the most appropriate evaluator of whatever you're being told, whatever you're hearing, whatever you're witnessing. We are also already implementing new and improved ways of dealing with each other, of getting along with each other. We're seeing some massive feedback from the twists and turns and shifts that occurred at the Libra new moon at the end of September, and the end of this week brings the companion full moon to that in the sign of Aries. Now, moon in Aries is the where's the fire moon. It is bold, it moves, it just gets things going. We could be extraordinarily hot-headed and bold and impulsive and ready to get things moving because the full moon is in the cardinal signs of Aries and Libra, which define the relationship axis. More importantly, this full moon slams into Pluto, the destroyer, the lord of death and rebirth, the cosmic agent of unavoidable change. And the sun and the moon are equally pressing on him exactly in a configuration called a T-square. Our relationships, our relationship dynamics, our view of ourselves in relation to another person, all of these are moving into powerful, powerful changes. Things cannot keep going the way they were. This is an evolve or die moment. But honestly, for everyone, it's really just evolve already. Walls are tumbling down, structures are crumbling. Whatever is going on now is not out of the blue. The insights, the epiphanies, the lightning bolts, those are out of the blue, but the evolutionary change that this full moon is bringing to the surface is something that has been building and building and building and building. Pluto has just turned direct. Possibly whatever breaks through this week has been building behind the scenes and under the surface since Pluto turned retrograde about 5 months ago. This is a dividing line between the way life has been and the way it's going to be. It presages the new structures that are going to be put in place when Saturn and Pluto meet in a conjunction in January. So look at this as part of the warm-up act. There's an element of this that's like putting up with the weather. There's really not a whole lot you can do to stop it, but you can certainly determine how you experience it. Throw yourself into the process, embrace it. As always, when Pluto is highly active, throwing things out is the best medicine. It may be people, it may be thoughts, it may be behaviors, it may be objects that have been cluttering your house and your life. There's a massive streamlining force to this. A lot is not going to survive it. Do not freak. Blue Oyster Cult is singing Don't Fear the Reaper in the background. There is a purifying quality in this full moon, as frenetic and intense and high energy and potentially violent as it is. Work it. Homing thought of the week. I am ready to be my best self. Song of the week, every witchy-themed R&B and rock song you can think of. And the image of the week is the mythical bird, the phoenix, building a nest, sitting on it, catching fire, and coming out renewed. You'll find lots more about this at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, including the forecast for the month of October, by Friday, the forecast for the Aries full moon, and 2 guided visualizations that are particularly helpful right now. The bonfire and the gateway that works with both Saturn and Pluto, and the visualization working with Pluto. If you haven't listened to it, this would be a really good week to do that. There's bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I am grateful to the people who are supporting my work there. You'll find me on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited and the group The Astro-Insight Lounge, on Instagram at K.A. Biehl, and on YouTube at The Professional Aquarian Channel.